What up, fam bam? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with some Real Housewives of Atlanta behind the scenes tea. Now, we all know that since season 16 began, Shamea Morton and Angela Oakley have had a back and forth relationship. They started off rocky, throwing shade at each other. They made up only to fall out once again. And so 2 weeks ago, while on the first cast trip, Angela overheard Portia say she better watch it before I F Charles. Shamea and the other ladies, I guess, laughed about this, and Angela really took issue with Shamea laughing because Shamea is married just like she is, and I think that she genuinely expected more from Shamea, and then when she confronted her about it, Shamea was very blasé about the situation and said that it was funny. And that's why she laughed. And she felt like, you know, how can you forgive the person that said it, but then want to continue to have smoke for me? And we all felt like she was missing the point of why Angela was upset. And it was because, girl, you're married too. How would you feel if somebody said something like that about your husband? And some of you had to remind me that seasons ago, Marlo made a comment about her husband, and Shamea was very, very upset about it. So it's like, how can you get mad when somebody say something about your husband, but then you want to laugh when it's done to somebody else? It's just not right at the end of the day. Well, when asked about it on Watch What Happens Live last week, this is what Shamea had to say about the situation.
Miss Kevin 504 on Twitter wants to know why you acted like Angela was overreacting about Portia saying she should sleep with Charles.
I mean, what do you want me to do? I'm raising 2 daughters. Portia's not one of them. That's not my child. That's my friend. If you feel some kind of way about what she's saying, you say something to her. You check her. But instead, you hugged her, embraced her, and you moved on rather quickly, but you're still mad at me for laughing. Ha ha. I mean, at the end of the day, you can't keep a man that doesn't want to be kept. If she can actually pull Charles to sleep with him, then did you really have him? I said the same thing about my husband before you say, if the shoe was turned around or if it was on the other foot, how would you react? I would laugh. Because if you can take Gerald from me, good riddance.
Now, as you guys heard, she was being very nasty, very defensive. That line about if you can't keep them and if she can take them, none of that was necessary. That was a dig that didn't need to be dug, okay? I didn't like that. I didn't like her response, period. I didn't like the raised tone. I didn't like any of it. And in the comment section on the Bravo Shade Room, somebody said that, but when it comes to Drew and Dennis, you're Inspector Gadget. Somebody else said you can't check your friend and hold her accountable, but when someone speaks on Portia, you are so quick to defend. Shamea, please. Real friends tell their friends about themselves. Then lastly, the real Tan said, shaking my head, Shamea girl, this isn't your fight, but you sure in the hell made sure you were a part of being in the fight of trying to know if Drew was doing more than working with Dennis, right? The comment Portia made about Charles was the similar comment made by Marlo a few or couple of seasons ago when she said she would have effed your husband Gerald and what you did, Shamea. I think they're saying, what did you do, Shamea? Got big mad at Marlo over the comment and didn't think it was funny. It's the double standards as to how Angela feels because she felt the same way that you did when Marlo made the comment. So I'm confused as to why Shamea having such a hard time not understanding Angela's reaction and position. Exactly. That's all we are saying. But she was so defiant when it came to the situation. And remember, this was just last weekend when she made this comment, right? So during the week, you know, Shamea has a YouTube channel and she had Kelly on her channel again. And I don't know what happened, but she has suddenly had a change of heart. And she and Kelly issued an apology to Angela. Yeah, let's take a look at that.
I always find humor in my pain, right? Mm-hmm. And sometimes it could be a little bit inappropriate. I think one of those times was where, Angela was super upset about the fact that I laughed at Portia saying if she keep on my F Charles, right?
Yeah.
So when she said it, it was funny to me, like, right? But the actual situation, circumstance, of course, no, that's not a joking matter. Right. I would never be like, rah, go for it.
Right.
But that's just kind of how I deal with it. And I don't want to excuse it, so I do want to apologize to Angela for laughing at that. Now, the stuff Britt said that I see Charles out all the time with another man.
Well, that's not what you said. One.
I did not say that.
That's not what you said.
I've known Charles for a long time from working with the NBA, and I'd never met Angela. I'd already told Angela that myself at my birthday party that I'd never met her. That was great to finally meet her. So she over there doing what she do best, which is, lie. And I owned up to what I did say. I talked about her fashion or whatever, but to me that's light shade. They talk about my fashion. I get worse dressed, whatever. I don't care. And I laughed at what Portia said. I apologize for that. Anything else is not true.
I think we all laughed at what Portia said, and I definitely want to excuse myself, and I want people to understand that we were in a setting where, and I'm not making excuses for, alcohol and things like that, but we had been filming the entire day. And that was our wind down time in the pool.
We were being silly.
We were being silly, having a good time. And, everyone had made a mention of something.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't even know how we got on the subject or the topic. Clearly she was in the house, and I think Cynthia was in the house, but then everybody else was like outside, and it was just like one of those things. And again, like
we were making a fake video.
We were making a music. That's what I said. I was like, we were making
me shaking the champagne up.
I don't know what happened. You had Shamea with the cowboy boots with the water coming out of them. She's splashing champagne. We're twerking. I think we had like Lil Webby playing. It was like Kenny was. We were screaming, Kenny! Kenny kept coming back and was like, "What the hell are y'all doing? Like, let me relax." I mean, we were literally just having like a good time, and I don't even know how we got on the subject. It doesn't matter. It makes no excuses.
Right.
What I'm saying is, being a woman who has dealt with infidelity and dealt with things to that nature, I would not wish that on anyone.
No.
I admire Angela and Charles's relationship.
Absolutely. We pro black marriage.
I am here for marriage. I am here for strong families. I think Angela does a really great job at maneuvering, being a athlete's wife.
Yes.
And staying strong and resilient and beautiful and graceful. I think you do a great job at that. So cheers to you, Angela.
Yep. Cheers.
Cheers for you holding the oak tree. Yeah, baby.
I know that's right.
And planting the seeds and the flowers.
Yes.
So cheers to you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. I call bullshit. And the reason why is because this was filmed nearly a year ago. They started filming season 16 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta literally around this time last year. So it's damn near been a full year, and you have stood behind your thoughts, your statement on this situation since then. You even still felt the same way as of last week, girl. The reason why you're apologizing is because you've received so much backlash from the audience, and they've been ragtagging your ass online. Same thing with you, Hobbit. That's the only reason why y'all are apologizing. You didn't feel that what you did was wrong until the world had to beat it into you that you were indeed wrong for laughing at that situation. And I don't understand why it took you a full year and the whole entire world for you to understand and get that nothing about the situation was funny. So both of y'all can stop. I don't know if Angela responded to the apology or not. Hopefully she didn't, because I would be side-eyeing it and rolling my eyes, girl, because you literally just shaded me on Watch What Happens Live last week, and then almost a week later you want to come and apologize to me. Girl, get out of here. Please stop. And this is why the audience has an issue with you, Shamea. This is the exact reason why. And Kelly, you literally go wherever the wind blows. You all over the place. You came in, it seemed like you had a mind of your own and you stood on business. But now as the season has progressed, I have slowly saw that oh, I feel this way. And then, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. And then, oh, yeah, she this, that, and the third. And then it's, oh, no, I was wrong. Girl, please make up your mind. You literally are everywhere but where you need to be. And I don't know how I feel about either one of y'all. And what's funny is y'all heard me saying all last year, even up until this season aired, I've been hearing so much about all the girls, but I didn't hear anything about Angela Oakley. Angela Oakley's name was not in the media, on the blogs or anything while they were filming, after they were filming, nothing. I heard stuff about Kelly. I heard stuff about Shamea, Drew, Portia, Kenya, Britt. I heard absolutely nothing about Angela. And I repeated that to you guys several times. And what's funny is, had heard nothing about her, and she is the breakout star of this season. That's when you know you came, you saw, you conquered, you did your job, and you were able to stay out of the mess. That says a lot, a lot. So kudos to Angela for that. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Do you think that this apology is genuine, or do you call BS like me? Let's talk about it. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know my videos drop. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.